Don't place a trade based on what you'll see in this video because there is no guarantees of making a profit in the market. It takes you a long time to become a good trader. So this video here is just to educate you to become a much better trader. Alrighty, so I want to cover in this video today, I want to cover Google. The reason why is this stock got hammered. Now, I don't know what actually happened with the earnings that came out of Google, but for some reason, the investors didn't like it and it got smashed. If you bring in, say, the 3-month view, you can see that the market was going up here and then the market had this big gap down. Now, here is the few things, right? Firstly, Google getting hammered, right? Down almost 8% if you go to say a 15-minute chart. Look at this here. Boom, just gap down and then nothing for the day. Same for the hourly chart as well too, right? Pretty much nothing going on. Just a big gap down. Now, the one thing that you will see here with Google, right, is once again, how does the market work, right? The market works in stair-step phase, right? So the market either runs up, has a pullback, runs up, has a pullback. But if we go for a big run, what are we expecting? We're expecting what? A pullback. So what happened here? We had a big pullback, but what was happening before that? And let me actually share this with you here, right? This is all about reading the chart. Let me bring up, say, the last 6 months. What was happening through here? We did what? We went through a run, sideways, run, pullback, and then we had a nice run, right? So what were we expecting anyway from the market? If you understand how the markets work and read the charts properly, what were we expecting? A pullback soon, right? Now, that's not guaranteed or definite, but we were expecting, as this market had been rising pretty much for the entire month, right, through here. And it was pretty much all the way up. And I guarantee you, as this market rises, everyone's getting long. But if you start to see this market start to go up like it is here, this is the worst time to be getting into the market. Why? Because the market goes up and then it has a pullback and then it goes for another run. Right, so I am expecting Google to hold here and probably even come back up and fill that gap again, because that's just what Google's been a nice upward trend, right? We just had a nice big run up. Now we're getting a nice big drop, and now we just got to drop down. If we go to the weekly chart, there you go, right? So look at this weekly chart. This weekly chart, what? It's been rising pretty much since the start of the year, right? Now very lackluster rising, but I'm just squeezing this up here, right? So as you can see, right, just a big rise. And now we just got like one small downward candle. So I would not be too surprised. To see Google actually hold here, or maybe even if it sells off just a little bit more, coming back down to say a 50% Fibonacci level. Just where it is right now. If I go back to that daily chart again, that's probably where it's probably like a hold here right now and come back up and fill this gap, because that's what Google does all the time. If you go back in the past, right, you'll see every single time Google gaps, a gap here fills it. Google always fills its gaps for some reason, right? So this gap will be filled. There's big sell-off right here. Some people are getting nervous about it, but I do believe Google's likely to hold here right now, or hold here, or even maybe continue down just a little bit longer, maybe for the next couple of days, maybe for a week, and then pick back up and then rally back up to the upside. If you look at the way the market is, right, we were due, as you can see from this weekly chart, we were due for some sort of a pullback anyway. Right, so as we can see, and that's the same for the Dow Jones and the S&P. If you've been following with my updates for the last few days, I've been saying the same thing. Was due for some sort of a pullback, and that's exactly what's happened with Google. So I do believe Google's probably going to hold here for the next couple of days, maybe for a week. It might get a little bit of sell-off, but we're probably likely to rally back up and then hold here, rally back up, and go for another run back up here, because nothing has changed, right? What has happened? We had a nice move up, and now we're just getting a small little pullback. And that's the reason why it's so important to keep an eye on those weekly charts as well. Hey traders, I'm running a flash sale. It's a $7 flash sale to my brand new Go to the Markets by the Balls trading course. If you go to johnsflashsale.com, you can get access to the $7 massive sale that I'm doing right now for a short time. So go to johnsflashsale.com and I'll see you over there.